Man,
Look it up.
man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna fuck it up. I don't even know where we're at. Are we in the big city today?
Yeah, we're in Columbus.
We're in the big city?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know why we're here. I really wouldn't know.
Who knows?
Maybe we're day drinking with friends again. Fuck, I don't know.
Clutch stress that we're giving up. One for my people, two for the show, three for my homies out here grinding on the road. We up in here now, we come to get down. We shutting shit down. Get up and get down. See ya.
Wes,
What's going on, guys?
good man. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. Corey, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
I'm Tony.
Tony, nice to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Alan, the one that wasn't in the video.
Nice to meet you. How you guys doing today?
Good man, you?
Bad, not too bad.
Thanks for meeting us early on a Saturday.
Yeah. for
So,
sure.
this is Echo Distilling here in Columbus.
Yeah. You recording right
I am
now?
recording, yes.
Very good.
So,
Smart man.
how long you guys been around?
We've been around since 2019.
2019. Okay.
Okay.
Pre COVID.
COVID.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. Are we still allowed to use that word?
I
or
don't
not?
fucking care.
Oh, no,
I'll
dude,
still
we
use
get
it.
canceled for everything now.
So,
We got banned on TikTok. Not once. Not twice.
yeah.
I fortunately never actually got banned. I got put in jail for like a week.
I get banned all the time.
Right.
Like weeks on end.
Well,
We had a live going the last time. I was smoking a cigar in the background and got a violation on TikTok. So,
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
yeah. So,
You gotta put that 21 and over fucking tag moniker, fucking nonsense. Ever since Zuck is buying it now, we ain't gonna be able to say shit on there anymore.
who knows?
So,
So, this is a nice, really
beautiful
nice setup.
place.
Yeah.
So you distill on premise?
We do. Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll
Now
walk
with-
back there and show you the.
I will tell you the only thing I've had of yours is the rye,
Okay.
and we have a bottle at the house
That's
still.
literally
So,
what I was just looking
Yeah.
at. Like, ooh.
We've
Do you
all-
guys want to start drinking now?
no, we'll do the tour and you do your thing, and then, or if you want to start us off with one, I mean,
What?
I've gone to the Blitz and had a beer at 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's not going to bother me any to.
Well, I mean,
It's also on your face.
Huh?
The wet mop is still on your face.
we've gone to a couple of distilleries and they're like, "Oh, try this." Like, dude, it's early.
Yeah.
Like, it way too early for that.
See, I don't have that mindset.
I don't either.
I walk in here at 8 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
and sit down with samples and barrel pulls and start doing batch blends. Like,
There you go.
Yeah, and if I'm doing stuff that has to do with bars and restaurants, I'll be in here at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and I'll start making cocktails and sampling cocktails and doing research and development on stuff like that to
Mhm.
take out to the market.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it's kind of a reason why I got a job where I can drink on the job. Trouble.
Right? That is kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
We got together last weekend. Tony was like, "Ooh, they're looking for help."
Well, I've always wanted to dabble in making spirits,
Yeah.
but I've looked at what TTB requires. And that's just TTB. That's not including what the state requires. And I'm going, oh,
Yeah.
well, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, no, it's a whole load of fun. Yeah.
He's saying that with
See,
Like
my
this.
idea of fun and your idea of fun is totally two different things.
yeah.
I'm being super sarcastic.
Yeah.
No shit.
It's not. I mean,
I'm trying to figure out why. So we make the product, we have to sell it to Ohio Liquor, then buy it right back so we can sell it in a bottle shop at a substantial markup because you had to sell it to Ohio Liquor in the first place.
that's not how it works.
America.
You sell it to Ohio. You make it. You sell it to Ohio Liquor,
Okay.
and then they ship you the bottles, and they'll sit in your bottle shop like this. They own it. You sell it. You've already made your profit off of it. All this is your marketing.
Oh. So I read that incorrectly.
Right. So everything that's out in the liquor
Okay, so that's
stores.
not too horrible.
Yeah, everything that's out in the liquor stores, like we'll go out and do those tastings. What I was looking for people to help with.
Mhm.
That's our marketing side. Those people out there doing tastings are actually on the marketing team doing tastings, trying to get brand recognition, get it
Okay.
into people's hands, get them to try it, and hopefully buy that product once they sample it.
Okay, so the more that you can push on the marketing side, the more that
The more we sell
prospective
out in the
people-
market, yeah, the more we sell out in the market, the more the state warehouse buys from us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how many proof gallons do you typically run in a year?
That is a great question. I don't have the answer to. I'm very disconnected from the production side.
Okay.
Everything that keeps my focus here at the distillery is going to be our sales team, our marketing team, and anything and everything that has to do with whiskey once it goes into a barrel.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Because how I've read how the TTB requires, after 100,000 proof gallons, it requires a substantial increase on the tax on it.
Yeah, I'd say we probably do in a given month anywhere from 300 to 500 proof gallons.
Oh, so you are well underneath that 100. Yeah.
Dude, we're small. We have a staff of like 22 people.
Oh shit.
Okay.
As a whole, that includes our bar staff, our production team, sales team, marketing team. There's not much of us.
Mhm.
We're still a small, growing company.
That's awesome
Yeah.
though, still, because then you don't have the infighting that these big companies will end up getting.
Yeah.
Like everybody's pretty much on the same page. Like we want to have this product be awesome and keep it as authentic as possible.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now, would you want to go big boy style like Buffalo Trace route, or would you rather kind of stay on the smaller side to
Honestly,
where it's
I'd stay here as no matter what the size got to, as long as it's independently owned. The
Right.
moment it goes to being
Corporate.
sold to a bigger conglomerate, like
NJP,
Sazerac,
Right.
yeah, any of those, that's when I'll put my 2 week in and exit. I really enjoy that. I sit, every management meeting, I sit right next to both owners.
Okay.
And anytime we're doing anything that has to do with adjusting kind of what our game plans on sales or marketing or whatever it may be, it's the three of us sitting there coming up
Awesome.
with these game plans and doing stuff. And I feel like that's where you get,
That's a good team right there.
Yeah.
that's where you get a lot of good ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and it's much easier than running it up the chain, having an
Yeah.
idea, running it up the chain, waiting 6 months, not hearing anything about it, and then it just falls by the
It
wayside.
gets lost in translation on these big conglomerate companies.
And then
Yep.
it's like, hey, we had a really good idea, but we kind of missed the production date to have it ready for this time period.
Yeah.
Now we're kind of caught with the pants down.
Yeah. Yep. And even with, still some privately owned companies that have grown really big, if you're in a certain sector of that company and you have an idea, like my previous company that I worked for, I had an idea. I presented that idea to my boss, and she shot it down. And I was like, I think I'm going to be disobedient.
That's never
It
happened.
never happened with us.
So I
No.
rewrote it, and I didn't only send it to her. I sent it to the owner. I sent it to the director of marketing, and her, and the director of operations. So everybody could see it at the same time. That ended up actually taking off and being a project because the owner was like, "Hey, tell me more. This is a really good idea." After my boss had told me,
No.
this isn't going to fly.
Yeah.
The owner's not going to like it. And they still do that product, and it's now a double gold award-winning product.
Damn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like, congrats for them.
Yeah.
I'm all for civil disobedience.
There are some times where you got to be persistent about things, because
Yeah.
if you have a great idea and you know it can work,
Mhm.
push for it.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what I did with them, and I'm super happy that they're continuing to do that product. And then here with Echo, all the ideas and the things that I brought to the table at my last distillery, I've brought here, and instead of hearing no's, I'm now hearing yeses. I'm showing that, hey, there's a demand for this, and there is people who want to do this, and it can be very profitable if you do it the right way.
Yep.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure you're going to be like, I like some of them. I don't know the answers to them. But
Just tell them to shut the fuck up.
Hey, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know everything. I don't know everything about this industry. I don't know everything about, bourbon, whiskey. But I get hit with questions all the time. I'm like, you know what? It's a great question. I don't have the answer to it, and I'm not ashamed to say that because that just gives me something to look into later and expand my knowledge. So I love questions, whether I have the answer or not.
As long as we all have the complete understanding that Jack Daniels is swill.
No, I did a TikTok video about that. It's bourbon. I'm gonna lock the front door.
All right.
We can have the place to ourselves.
Awesome.
Long time ago, it was an ammunitions builder.
Thanks, Steve. Cooler.
They found 50 caliber shells here.
Nice.
And then it was part of the body shop for Ed Potter Mercedes when Ed Potter was here.
Okay.
This whole block used to be Ed Potter Mercedes.
Yeah, I went to school in Grandview, and I remember this area before they built all of
You
that.
went to Grandview?
Yeah.
When did you graduate?
04.
I graduated in 03.
Oh shit.
Last name?
Blood filter?
Pretty sure we were in the same classes.
Probably.
Yeah.
You have a massive fucking beard.
No,
No. Weird.
Okay.
I was the one that cussed out all the teachers.
I might actually have a picture of him still.
I was the one who was so bad. I was in Randy Carver's class with
Oh,
like,
I remember Mr. Carver. They
Jake
wouldn't.
Adkins, Dennis Finley.
They. I was so smart that I was stupid.
Now you're just pretty stupid.
It took me forever to get through 9th grade English. Didn't pass until my junior year.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I tanked everything on in 7th grade. When I was in 7th grade, I lived right across the street on Broadview from Kyle Alexander.
Oh, okay.
When Kyle committed suicide, he was one of my best friends. Like,
I remember
screwed up my whole
hearing
7th grade.
that story.
Yeah, that screwed up my whole 7th grade year. And then I had the teacher, science teacher Horath, and then Kathy Bainbridge. Both of them were like so hard on me. 2 weeks and they're like, you're gonna fail. You're not gonna really amount to anything. Everything else, and I was like, fuck, I give up.
Right.
That was my 7th grade year. I gave up. So
Thanks for the encouragement.
I repeated 7th grade, and then my junior year was my senior year because I was in your class.
I started sophomore year there because I had 9th grade freshman year. I was at Darby, and that didn't end well. So
There you go. That was him back in the day.
Yeah, no, he looks totally different now.
yeah, yeah.
It's funny. I had Tom Casasana.
Oh, no shit.
He did. He does that November.
Mhm.
He grows a mustache and donates to men's mental health and cancer and all this. And I did a huge donation from Echo to him back in November and went down to Woodlands for their get together and stuff. And it was fun to see Ryan Colley and Pat Galvin and a bunch of different people.
I don't keep in touch with hardly anyone from the Grandview now.
Yeah.
The only one, he randomly texted me last night. Greg Baker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lane still hits me up every now and again.
He actually had a stroke in 2023.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, what? It's just like, yeah, I'm starting to finally feel like my old self. And I went, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck did that not get through the grapevine?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. It usually goes like wildfire when someone dies.
Yeah, the first one for us was Shannon. Shannon
Oh,
Casey.
yes. Yep. Yeah.
That one hit hard. But, you know, the first one always does.
Yeah. Come on in.
Hell yeah.
Last time over there.
Nice.
smell whiskey.
Mash tun, 2 fermenters, our hybrid still or combination pot still.
Yeah, it's a combination column, pot, and how many do you usually run plates in it?
Yeah, it's got plates in it.
Okay.
Yep.
I know that some people that have columns keep one out just as a viewport,
Yeah. No,
just to make sure it doesn't puke.
Yeah. No, we got them all in.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Do you run any copper on the inside to help?
Yeah. It's all the plates and everything on the inside of that column's all copper.
All right, so you easily take care of the sulfur
Yeah.
aspect.
Well, I mean, all the water goes through an RO machine,
Okay.
so I mean, that's pretty much standard in the industry across the board. Even in Kentucky, they're not pulling water straight out of the ground anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
They're
that's,
running it through a filtration system and all that. So
that's a little much.
yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you go after cuts or do you go for ABV on when you?
Well, the ABV lets us know where our cut points are, and so does the
Okay.
taste.
Oh, so you do a combination of both. Okay.
Yep.
Because I know Indian Creek, I'd asked them, and they went, "Oh, we just do it based on what the ABV is." And I'm like, "Oh, some things you can get a really good flavor on, and it's fantastic, but it could be at a lower ABV." That's why you start doing a rolling cut.
We got this little guy that we leave, and
Yeah.
it just
Okay.
sits here and it just bounces up and down and.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that. It's like a bird something.
Yeah, that one stumps me as well. I've heard it enough times that I probably should remember it, but apparently lyrics to songs that I don't give a shit about are more important.
I'm pretty sure I have that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Thanks, crippling ADHD.
Squirrel.
Love that for me.
Oh, the hyper focus
Yeah.
aspect on it is it's debilitating.
So we do all our production back here. Most of it is rum production that we do a lot of because we sell a lot of rum. Whiskey is more of when we have time and we're putting barrels away. All the barrels that are out in the market right now, all the bottles and stuff are source product. It's not all just MGP blends. We're sourcing from, MGP, Bardstown Distilling Company, Kentucky Artisan, and I have a few more on the dock. One, I'm not even allowed to say who they are because they're just like, you can buy our stuff, just don't tell them it's us.
Oh, there.
Gotcha.
We know quite a few just like that.
Yep.
So, a lot of my stuff is Kentucky bourbon, which that helps when I'm out in the market. People are like, oh, I only like Kentucky bourbon. It's like, well,
You just had
Surprise.
Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
I am Kentucky bourbon, but I'm just an Ohio company. But yeah, we
You're
do.
rectifying it. So
We do a lot with other businesses in the state of Ohio. So we work with a distributor out in Dayton that gets us all of our cane sugar
Okay.
for doing our rum. They source that from Panama, but hey, it's an Ohio company,
Yeah.
and they distribute to us. So you might as well give
technically
us
it's
some business.
Ohio based.
Yeah.
Give them our business. All of our labels come from Blue Label Corporation down in Lancaster, Ohio.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do
All
you
of
get
like
the cooperage from down in
Space
Jackson?
Act Cooperage in Jackson. Yeah, our barrels come when we do double oak barrels. Those barrels come from them. All of like the spices for our spiced rum come from the North Market Spice Company.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah, all of our praying materials and stuff like that for marketing come from local companies right here in Columbus.
Oh, that's awesome.
So as much revenue as we can turn around into the state of Ohio, we do. Whenever
Okay.
we get a chance.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Keep it here.
So, and if it's not that, it's either that or American-based companies like ours still is American-made. Just remember, again, one of those things.
It
I had to write it down to remember because
It almost looks like it could be a claw and hammer supply style.
it is.
Those guys are
It's made by Affordable Distillery Equipment out of Oregon City, Missouri.
Okay.
It's a badass looking pot.
Now,
Yeah.
I do have to say, plumber by trade, you're going to want to replace your water lines.
Well, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I spent 15 plus years in home renovations.
Oh shit.
Before I got into this industry, that's what I was doing. I was doing home renovations and some commercial work here and there, but
I don't do commercial, I do build homes.
okay. Yeah.
So, as soon as I saw that CPVC, I went,
Yeah, no, I'd love to take the time to replace that all with PEX.
do you want the Duke the expansion style?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean, it's all just pretty much cold water. Because that, most of it just supplies, like, goes into copper and then supplies just either
So-
water to what we're adding or.
So how often do you guys do rum distilling here?
Multiple times a month.
Okay.
Like that box right there is underneath. Some of the stuff is full of it's called vanilla. It's a cane sugar molasses blend.
Okay.
So it's full, and we're probably kicking off another cooking and fermenting and distilling this week.
Nice.
Just
Oh,
takes
yeah.
so long for it to ferment some days. Does it relatively stay this cool?
No, in the summer it gets hot as shit back here,
I would imagine so.
especially when Still's gone. It's
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Well,
plus
Since jacketed, that's the only saving grace.
yeah,
Plus
because
the-
it's not regulated with the temperature.
the center block and stuff will just it's like an oven in the summertime.
Yeah, we'll kick that back door open and let some heat out and whatnot, but yeah, it gets warm back
Still
here.
not enough.
No.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Down here, you got, take you back. This is basically our production area. We have, this is Carl's desk. Carl does all of the checking proofs, and he is basically the right-hand man to Nikhil, who's our master distiller.
Okay.
But he's the one that's usually using this alcohol analyzer, which that is also made in the United States.
Okay.
That comes out of Hackettstown, New Jersey. And then this is where everything gets bottled. We do
Okay.
4 bottles at a time. If they are this bottle shape, they get labeled by hand, corked by hand, cork straps by hand. If they are this bottle shape, we actually have a labeler.
Oh,
which is
label.
that right there.
Okay.
Makes life a little bit easier for you.
It's easier to keep that to just run those bottles and then hand label the rest, than continue to adjust this back and forth
Yeah, I
to
imagine.
do the bottles.
Especially once you get good, you just
Yeah. Yep. And Carl's great. Carl just absolutely kills it every single time. So, but like you see, it's a small.
Yeah.
Carl does pretty much all the cooking, all the mashing, helps with the distilling. He does all the bottling, all the labeling, all the packaging, puts everything away. Is the one to use the forklift to load the truck, and then our under Nikhil will take stuff and drop it off in the state of Ohio. But Carl is
He's a one-man army.
yeah, absolutely.
and everybody just stays the hell out of his way.
Pretty much.
Now, the
He's
one
the
thing-
nicest dude though.
Oh, I bet.
The one thing that I have noticed is that a lot of distilleries are small. And it's a very, very small crew that runs it.
Yeah.
And it's everyone has their hand in doing one thing or another. It's like you're just not focused solely on this. You're also taking care of X, Y, Z.
Yeah. Yep.
And that X, Y, Z can change on a daily basis, if maybe hourly sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I always just prefer the smaller distillers because I feel personally like you get a better product.
Yeah.
The people who run these smaller distilleries give a fuck. Like they care about what they're putting in.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
And that's like when I sit down to do batch blends, it's just not like going through a bill and go, oh, okay, 50% of this and 50% of this. They do, that tastes
Done.
great. Done. I'm done. No, I got to make sure that like it's it's notable, it's memorable, like it stands out on its own, because I have to think about, is this good enough to put on the shelf next to Jefferson's?
Right.
Is this good enough to put on the shelf next to Penelope or George Dickel? Is this even good enough to put on the bottom shelf
Right.
next to Ancient Age or Old Crow?
Oh, Old Crow.
Like, seriously, you have to think about that.
Right.
Because those products still sell.
Yeah.
They sell because of the price point. I truly believe that.
Right. But is
Well-
my price point versus my flavor good enough to be the shelf placement I'm putting it at?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the biggest, like, okay, I want to give the best that I can at the best price that I can, so I sell more of it.
Mm-hmm.
How badly do I want to screw myself over on it?
Yeah. There's a bar owner that did a barrel pick with us, and she'll get blinds of our stuff to customers, like just tiny little samples. She's like, here, just taste this. And then they'll be like, wow, I really enjoy that. And she's like, it's local. Because they're coming in asking questions about the B-Tax and some of the higher end stuff, you know, the Bombargers and the Shanks, and she's like, try this.
No, I love I call them local, but they're all in Ohio. It's the Ohio, not saying craft is not the right word, because do they want to be craft? Not necessarily, but because of the size, that's what they're lumped into.
Well,
But-
they're not putting out shitty stuff like IPAs.
Well, it's
I don't mind being
they actually
craft.
care, and
Yeah.
you know, they're putting their hearts into their product, and you can actually taste it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the dedication that they have to their craft, going, hey, this is an idea. I want your honest opinion.
Yeah.
And there was, Tanner asked us for our honest opinion on one thing. And I went, it's great, but it's missing mouthfeel. So they went back through and they reworked it.
That's what I like about like these small guys, or not small guys, but smaller companies is everything I've had from smaller companies is something that I feel like the master brewer and the people that's making this product with, can I sit and sip on this all day? Will I enjoy drinking this all day? Because if I don't, they don't put it out.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about smaller businesses and smaller breweries and distillers is everything that they're going to give you is going to fucking taste good. Because they don't make shitty things. Because
Okay.
the shit won't sell.
Right.
And it's going to be a waste of their time, money, and efforts if they're putting out Beam 8 Star.
Yeah.
Like, let's just Beam 8 Star was made in a fucking huge factory up in Detroit, I think, and they just roll that shit out like Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like, whereas the smaller businesses, the smaller companies always make better product because
We have to pay attention to what we're doing.
exactly
Yep.
because these large companies have 1,000 bottles, you guys got 50 by comparison.
Well, it's also, if you look at the barrel amount, you know, they have thousands of barrels that they're dumping at one time.
Whereas the smaller ones have 10, 15,
If they're
20
lucky.
if they're lucky. Like,
Yeah.
it's all about putting thought, process, and
I enjoy the business. I like the business aspect.
I enjoy the final product. So
Yeah.
I think it's time to stop
Let's do
talking
that.
about whiskey.
Let's go drink-
Let's go drink some whiskey.
Hell yeah.
do that.
Let's go.
Leads me to going, and then people are like, well, what's your favorite one out of those? And I go, each one of them, because of all the time I took to do these batch blends and all the failures I had in doing, okay, this percentage of this barrel, this percentage of this barrel, and this percentage of this barrel. Oh, that sucks. Okay, how about this one and this one? Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, how about I adjust the percentages up or down on this barrel and leave this barrel the same? Like,
Well, it's
Talking
that
like-
scientist route.
Yeah.
That,
I probably on just these three products, pass them on down. On these three, I probably went through, I'd say, me and the team went through maybe 50, 60 plus
Good Lord.
blends until we hit on these.
Just on the 3 different ones?
Yeah.
And which one is this?
Is that apricot?
This one is going to be batch 24B, and I call it porch cigars.
Okay.
This is my cigar batch, so to speak. I didn't call it a cigar batch.
Right.
I call it porch cigars because it's not finished. Most
Okay.
cigar batches like Amaranth finished.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is not. This is meant to be deep enough and complex enough to pair well with any cigar you can throw at it, but it's not going to overtake the cigar experience because cigar smokers still want to get their flavor notes and profiles just like whiskey drinkers do, but they want something that's going to complement
It's
it.
so pretty. It smells good.
It smells amazing. It tastes even
I
better.
love that caramel note.
Ooh, yeah.
I could sip on that.
Yep.
This one's
Man.
116 proof.
It's right up our alley. We like the higher stuff anyway.
Mhm. Has a great mouthfeel on it.
Okay, I can definitely mess with that.
Yeah.
Because that is very long. It's pronounced.
It smells great.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Where am I getting? Okay, that kind of confuses me a little bit. A little bit of butteriness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would go great with a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think it actually took you to produce it? Through the various different blends and...
Oh, it was we were at it for like a week plus. Batches.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this out the proof that
Thank
you
you,
think is the best for it?
Yes, it's barrel proof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The reason I say yes is because with a barrel proof, you can play with
Thanks,
it.
sir.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
And
I
that's
think-
why, like, the engineer shoes will forever be barrel proofs because even on, like, okay, the neck pour. Everybody talks about the neck pour.
Yeah.
that is
Okay.
such...
You know what the neck pour is? Like, the neck pour is going to be exactly what I wanted it to be when I did the batch blend.
Mhm.
That's the neck pour.
Yeah.
And as it opens up, it evolves. And, you know, that's one thing I had to take into account with these batch blends, too. I had
Well,
to take
you had to
how
take in oxidization, how fast they're going to be drinking it.
evaporations. I had taken a lot into account with these batch blends as well to be like, all right, well, this is how I want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a straw? I'm going to drop a...
I'll smack you in your face.
We'll drop of water into it, see what it does.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
did barrel proof. So you
Yeah.
can alter this.
Good job.
Well, and then I'll let it sit for a minute while
taking these.
we continue
Yeah.
talking because
These are cool.
I just want to make sure that it truly
Breathe.
settles down the volatility of it.
Yeah.
You smell it. No,
It's-
drop water in it.
It takes a few minutes. Yeah, no joke. Alright, you can smell it. There's still the volatility that you need to bring down.
You gotta rinse out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And which one is this?
Ooh,
This one is 24C. Okay.
one drop.
Yeah?
And this one I call the Woodsman.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's a whole different.
Every single one of these is
Almost like a piney kind of.
Yeah.
every one of these is gonna be a completely different flavor profile.
That's, I'd like a candle like that.
Even though they're all creations from the same 8 barrels.
Right.
Okay.
And this is I did it this way because this shows you
That smells like
like you have 8 barrels,
Mm-hmm.
but you mess with the percentages in the blend, but it makes a absolutely wild difference.
Ooh, I like that smell better.
Oh, you'll have favorites, and you'll have
So
you're gonna have one that you enjoy. It could be a daily drinker. You're gonna have one that's your favorite, and then you're gonna have one that you're like, I don't like that one.
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be, because I don't want
Everyone.
everybody to just be like, oh yeah, they're all three great.
Yeah.
Well,
why are they great?
Yeah.
So the
this
first
has
one
a
I
better
would
nose.
say for the new whiskey or bourbon drinker might be a bit too much for them. Like, because it's that. This,
It's only that way.
perfect.
It's only that way, and I do it this way. We're gonna go back to it after you try the last one, because that's everybody's response when the first time they drink. Because I do them by go up in proof. I don't go A, B, and C, which they're labeled. I go by their proof. So 116, 117.2, 118.
Well, and then you're also acclimating the palate to a higher proof.
We're gonna go back to the porch cigars after we try the last one,
And it's going to be completely different.
and your palate's gonna receive it a different way.
But one of the things that I like to do is to take, a higher proof right at the very beginning, and then give it a few minutes,
I like
and
it
then
better
go
without.
into an actual
I like it better without water.
tasting.
I think water on this one, for lack of a better word, dumbs it down.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Because I like the flavor of it before the water.
Yeah.
That's good though. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Finish isn't as long.
No.
No.
It hits, it goes.
They're all supposed to be different.
Yeah.
In all aspects of the sense.
Like, the nose completely different from the first one. The palate is a whole lot shorter. Even the mouthfeel.
I don't know
It's
which one's my
slightly
favorite yet though.
Mhm.
I don't know which one's my favorite yet.
I don't.
Are you starting to get
Yeah.
what actually comes into the blending process? It's not just about the flavor profile.
No, there's so much involved.
It is mouthfeel. It is how long it lasts on your palate. It is the length of the finish.
Sometimes a real quick, simple finish is far superior to something that will just hang on, be cloying, and
This one for me, I wanted to go this route with the one I called the Woodsman because I wanted it to be more oaky,
Right.
more outdoorsy, more earth tones. And after I tasted the final on this one, I was like, God, I just want to be outside by a campfire
Right.
with this one.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting outside, campfire, hanging out. You don't need a long finish.
No.
You need
No.
something that you want to get back to.
Yep.
I want you're hanging out with your friends. I want you to keep drinking.
Yeah.
And that right there would be something that I would share around that campfire legitimately.
Yeah.
It tastes great. It has a great finish on it. It doesn't linger. It's pretty quick.
no, I want to say it's simple and to the point.
The next one does not have the name I wanted it to have because the first two don't give you any tasting notes. The second one, I wanted it to be called something along the lines of like stone fruit cobbler.
Okay.
So you kind of like, okay, I might pick up some stone fruits on this. Unfortunately, it got named apricot cobbler
Okay.
because a lot of us that went through it,
First thing that came to mind was apricot.
Gotcha.
but that was our palates.
Mm-hmm.
Stone fruits, and the more I drink this, the more I taste it. It's like, yeah, there are other stone fruits in this.
There's
It's
more
not
like plum. There's
yeah,
more.
you'll find it. But this one's got baking spices. It's got some dessert notes, and it comes with its 118 proof. It comes with the spice on your palate. It comes with the heat.
Okay.
I've had people go, this one kind of drinks more like it wants to be a hazmat
Okay.
than it actually wants to be a 118er.
Ooh. Ooh.
Makes me wonder if it's a little angry.
No, it doesn't smell like that though at all.
Okay, the nose. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You're having fun with this one. That smells like a dessert.
Yeah. It smells like something your grandma made, and you went into the kitchen afterwards.
You got smacked.
The spoon.
Wooden spoon.
Yeah, the wooden spoon,
Yeah, I got a scar.
which explains all this.
Yeah. Italian moms. I like that. That's good.
Really?
I'm not getting apricot though. I'm getting
That's why
something else.
everybody's palate's gonna get something different. That's the thing. That's why I don't ever want.
It's
So
like-
the next batch that comes out, and the next batches that come out, I've made it known we will not make that mistake again.
Right.
See, I smell apricot, but I don't taste apricot.
Yeah.
For my palate, that was one of the first notes I got right off the bat. I was like, oh,
Right.
and that is one of my favorite flavor notes to get in a whiskey.
I'm getting plum.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a stone fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking good though.
Again, different variation of the
Let me
same
try
8
it.
barrels, right?
Right.
Wildly different.
Okay.
That one was a little more bitey.
Told you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a little fightier,
Yeah.
hmm
but not in a bad way.
That one's the one I had the most fun playing with water.
That
Right.
one, you
Watching it
know,
change and evolve.
you know that it's a higher proof.
hmm But I mean, we're talking 116, 117.2, 118.
Yeah, it's
Right.
It's
Same
not a
ballpark.
massive
No.
difference.
I do like it with 1 drop of water. A little bit better than without water.
Again, why I love barrel proofs, because you can
Yeah.
play with them with as much water as you want to.
Yeah.
I used to know a guy, one of my buddies, his dad would fucking put 2 shots of whiskey in a glass and then one of these glasses and then fill it all the way up with water. I'm like, what's the point? But I was, 17, 18 years old watching him do it. Now, as
okay.
a
2 drops.
38-year-old, I'm like, I get why. So you could drink all day.
Apricot really opens up on the nose, which really that could have proved it down a whole lot.
I played with this one a lot and doing tastings and samplings and stuff with this, and I've even gone through this where I've started off and gone A, B, and C. And I've noticed if I do it in the way I gave you, which is B, C, A,
Mhm.
everybody appreciates and understands the Engineer Series better versus when I go A, B, and C.
Oh, it wakes up your palate. Ooh.
So far,
So
2 drops, definitely you're getting the baking spice.
revisit that.
Okay.
This is the
Definitely.
Forged Cigars again.
Okay.
Even take an actual drink of water, clear your palate out, revisit it the right way, because it's been completely acclimated to drinking a high proof one.
Now the best thing to do right now is to have like a Ritz cracker. Saltine.
Right. You guys talk about that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
better now.
That is,
The
I like that series.
the apricot. Well, you said there'll be one you like, one you want to drink all day, and one you're not gonna like. The apricot I did not like.
Yeah, I didn't care for it as much as I.
It's good,
This
but I'd
one-
rather drink this one and the Woodsman.
Yeah, this one I would drink all day.
Mm-hmm.
No, the
You know-
Woodsman I would drink all day. This is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
would have
definitely
no
right.
qualms drinking all of them.
Right.
Neither would I. But if I had a choice,
Yeah.
I would drink this one and the Woodsman before I would drink the other. Especially this one.
Yeah.
So I would sit in my backyard at a campfire and drink this and the Woodsman every day of the week.
No, I could see us drinking the Woodsman middle of summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like be perfect.
Now this,
You're right. I appreciate this one more now.
Yeah.
So I would say, like I was telling them, this is my favorite, then the Woodsman, then the apricot.
I think if I was going to have like a big meal that would take a while to eat, I'd go after this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's. I like this one with food pairing. I love this one with a steak.
That's what I was thinking.
For some ribs.
You want something that will complement it, and basic skillet steak would be perfect with it, with a butter finish.
It's one of my favorite sounds.
You're gonna enjoy this one because you're the first to try.
Ooh.
Well, you're one of the first to try. You're the first social media platform
Okay.
to try this. So this is the continuation of the Engineer Series. This is batch 25A,
Okay.
and I'm not going to tell you shit about it until after you
I
try
appreciate
it.
it.
So.
Oh, hold up. Let me make sure it's clean.
I think something that I like about all three of those, yes, it is 8 barrels, but they're so completely different, yet they keep a lot of the same notes throughout. Just, if we play with
That's
it
so different than the
just a
other
little
ones.
bit,
Because it has nothing to do with the barrels that the other ones are from.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
and just playing with it just a little bit, you're getting so many different things out of it. But the base notes
Smell that and
are
shut
the
up.
same. And I really like that.
Smell that and shut up. Trust me, you'll appreciate it. Me.
Put it in your face.
25A.
It has a name. I'm just not telling you the name.
Okay.
Because you just did 24A, B, and C. This
Okay.
is 25A.
Okay.
25.
Gotcha.
How long was this one in barrel? If you don't mind me asking.
He's not allowed to tell you right now.
Once you've tried it, once you've sniffed it, tasted it on your palate, gone through it, you want to put water with it, whatever you want to do with it. Once that glass is empty, we'll talk about it.
Like earthy tones, caramel. I don't know spice there.
I have an idea.
If you can talk about it, you guys can talk.
No, I
Flavor profiles, you can talk, whatever you want. And this, seriously,
it is very, very
honest
close.
opinions. Like, if this
Yeah.
is your least favorite out of the batch, honest opinions.
Nope.
I am totally cool with it.
This one is probably, honestly, my new second favorite. The cigar is my first favorite. This one, then the Woodsman. Smells great. Good on the tongue. Good on the finish.
It has all the best attributes
It doesn't linger.
of the three.
No, it hits and goes.
Yeah,
And it
Real
has
quick.
nothing to do with all three of those.
I know. That's why I'm like, huh.
Man, that
Because
really
all the barrels that used all three of those, gone. All those barrels.
I hate to say it, but it's like almost mellow.
Yeah.
It is soft.
Like it's
Yeah.
still on my
I don't have a
tongue.
proof on it yet either.
Okay.
Well, the reason why I say it's soft, it is a higher proof. It's at least 115, if
Probably.
not.
That's what I was thinking.
My guess is it's between 112 to 116,
That's what I was.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
There's no bite to it.
No, at all.
Yeah.
There's zero bite to it. It's really mellow. It's chill. I still have it on my tongue, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I could drink that all fucking day long.
I
and be
like some of
happy
the
as a clam.
dusty notes that I'm getting off.
Yeah, that's what I was.
A little bit, yeah.
Almost
Alright.
kind of like a grass note, kind of a little.
Well, I wouldn't say grass.
No, not like cut, like fresh grass.
To me, what it kind of reminds me of
Okay.
is
Now, I want you guys to follow my tasting on this.
Okay.
Okay. Clear your palates. Water.
All right.
I'm gonna walk you through a Buffalo Trace style tasting. This was taught. This style was taught to me by Logan Haynes. He has the Basement Brick House on TikTok.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Logan taught this to me. Logan was one of the people on the tasting panel for Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
I don't know if you know how that works to get on that, but you have to know the entire lineup blind. They put everything in Black Glencairns and you do it blind. And you pair them up with what they go with.
That
Okay?
is sommelier to the next level.
Yeah.
Logan has the best palate I have ever been in the presence of. Second best is Amy Schertzinger from McClellan's Pub.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to know whiskey from
brings.
someone, go talk to Amy. Do not piss her off.
No, she drinks whiskey. for
She
fun.
may be 5'2", 3. Do not piss Amy off. She will end you, and I love her for that quality.
I'm also married to a short woman.
My wife.
I'm dating a Latin woman, so
Oh.
Hey, my wife's Puerto Rican and Jamaican.
yeah, you know the fury. But okay, Amy. So Amy owns McClellan's Pub, and so many times I hear, the owner of McClellan's, she's such a bitch, and it's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my first question. What did you do? Because if you mansplained her, if you acted like she didn't know shit,
Mm-hmm.
you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
You
You
deserved
fucked
it.
up.
Yeah.
Do not go into McClellan's Pub thinking you know more than the owner.
Dude.
Don't.
No.
First off, women have more taste receptors than men,
Yep.
100%.
and they make better blenders,
100%.
tasters, control, all of it.
And it's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
It's-
So-
it's that attention to detail and the pure and simple fact that they go,
They also have to combat the fact that for generations, whiskey has been classified as a man's drink.
yeah,
Right.
So not only do they have something to prove, they're defensive about it, and they have every fucking right to be.
exactly.
Period.
100%.
So if a woman is into whiskey, do not.
Hats off.
Yeah, hats off. Do not step on her toes.
I know a lot of men who
Because
can't
when
drink
she
whiskey.
cuts your
nuts off
your
verbally.
nuts off, or she skins you alive, you deserve it. Period. And that's my take on it. All right, I'm gonna walk you through Logan's tasting.
Okay.
Okay, so Logan, he lets it sit, lets it open up in the glass for a little bit,
Mhm.
and then what he's gonna do is he's gonna blow across the top of the glass. Then he's gonna dunk his nose into it, going back and forth, side to side. What that does, you blew out all of the
Volatiles.
all that that's just sitting right here, ready to rape your nostrils. It's just sitting there. You blew it out, and now you are getting what's actually in there. You're getting the flavor notes.
Okay.
Next, he sometimes they'll breathe it in. Our palates are already acclimated, so
Yeah.
it just kind of tastes like air for us. Then he's going to take a small sip and he's going to coat his entire palate, swish it around like mouthwash. You want it all over your tongue. You want it in between your lips and your gums. You want it everywhere. You want it under your tongue. He's really coating
Got a
that
little
palate.
bit on the lips too.
Yep, really coating that palate.
Yeah.
Do that one more time. Now you see,
Nice
this one
and
comes
low.
up.
Shit.
The spice starts to come out.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of a dry mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you
Salivate.
salivate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And just kind of let it sit on your palate. Taste some of the notes. Some of that nuttiness can come through on it.
Yeah.
Some of the earth tones come through.
Some of that
There's
grass.
some-
that you were
Yeah, I
talking
was
about,
going to say,
Some
I
grass.
really got it that time.
Some of the fruit. There's some fruit in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's faint for me.
I can't put my finger on it though.
It is very
Pear?
faint, the fruit.
So for me, I'll walk you through this. For me, I'm getting some nuttiness to
Yeah.
it.
Almost
Pe-
like
peanuts, cashews.
almond, almost.
You're getting almond. Awesome. Okay, I'm getting some like dried cranberries.
Okay.
I'm getting
a little
some
bit.
raisin.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna actually take a good drink of it. There is some sweetness there.
Yeah.
There's some chocolates there.
It's almost like a real dark chocolate note that you didn't pick up at first.
It's like dark chocolate shavings,
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Like a real, like almost a 90% special dark style.
Cocoa flavors.
Where's the woody? I'm getting.
You're getting the oaky.
Yeah.
You're getting the oaky. You're getting the char.
You're getting the
a little bit of the toast. Okay.
Slight vanilla, but it is so slight on it.
Yeah.
Because I still enjoy it.
For me, and the reason this got this name is this feels like I took a liquid version of grabbing a handful of trail mix. and did not.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Granola. Yep.
It's almost like the Chex Mix that you would make at home.
Got a little
that has-
salty too.
Yeah.
A little salty in there.
because you have the Chex in there.
Yeah, it's
for the
probably number
rice.
2.
Yeah.
Notes.
It's number 2 for me.
So
You
this
get-
is Echo Spirits batch 25A of the Engineer Series Trail Mix.
Nice. Really good.
I like them.
Cigar Still 1, Trail Mix 2,
Woods.
Woodsman 3.
Yep. I know that's where I'm at too.
That Woodsman.
I mean, you're
Could be
entitled to your
dangerous
wrong
as shit.
opinions.
This is why I fucking
like
love
whiskey.
whiskey.
I don't have a favorite. And the reason why I say that is I like all 4 of them for different
Different reasons.
reasons.
They're not your kids.
And that's
man.
why I did the batch ones the way I did.
Yeah.
Because
That's why it's an evolving series, because you are going to love each one of them for what they are.
it was
Right.
BCA, right?
We did BCA.
Okay, so B, I love that long finish. A had a great flavor profile. And it truly felt fantastic, like that.
Right.
And then I love the burn on the A.
See, on the first one, that first sip we took of the trail mix, I didn't get anything. Not a single. It was just very muted, very just chill.
I think it can be dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
Do you seriously have the bourbon collab up there?
Which one?
Top shelf, all the way to
Oh, in the back. Yeah. Right in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do the bourbon collab. Is that the
There's 3.
2024?
There's
or
3 batches. Batch 1, 2, and 3.
I think we had batch 2.
Hold on.
That one was fantastic.
That was good.
So they're known for their rum.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to be known for their whiskey or some roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You went from Grandview to the south end?
Southside?
What?
That's where I grew
Have
up.
you
at.
seen the fucking housing market, dude?
Dude,
He has a
Oh,
point.
no, I went from
Hold on, hold on.
I went from Grandview to all over the fucking place,
what
including.
the fuck is going on with Grandview? What is going on with the high school?
It's called gentrification.
It's all done. It was 550, or it was like $50 million or $55 million
Good Lord.
renovation. They knocked
They
down.
redid everything.
Yeah.
I wonder if they kept Aaron Wieland's wall.
No idea. And you know, Matt Calhoun did most of the fucking was part of most of the murals in that fucking place.
Well, yeah, because he's.
He did my whole fucking arm right here.
Nice.
I'm thinking about going and getting a tattoo from him.
Oh yeah, absolutely do it.
But-
Matt's the coolest fucking dude. I love Matt.
Well, Matt and I had our issues back in the day.
Yeah.
It just the click.
Matt and I had our issues back in the day.
20 years ago, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a cigarette.
some things are easier to forgive than others.
Right.
Hey, I forgave the person who shot me. You can forgive anything.
When I said like this was one of the I brought Tool into example.
Right.
So like This was the song that kind of popped into my head
Okay.
when I started. No,
Oh yeah.
Okay, very
Yep.
close.
that
Driving bass beat. Yeah.
you're driving with that
Because
bass
you
beat.
have that base level. But there's softness to it.
When are you guys bottling this?
But in the best way
It's
possible.
bottled.
When are you starting to sell this?
It comes out February.
Okay.
If you are a
Could you
member,
put me back a bottle?
if you are a member of our Oak Enclave, which is our whiskey club, you get to purchase it on Monday.
Oh, how much does that cost?
$49.99. All of our barrel proofs right now are $49.99.
Damn.
Get them while they're that price because they're about to go to $52.95. Which,
Still
honestly,
isn't bad.
at $49.99, we're $20 to $25
What?
below
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
barrel proof market.
yeah. Because most barrels are most bottles of whiskey of decent whiskey, good whiskey, is
$64.99.
$64.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 60 to
$64.99 to $60 or to $74.99.
Yeah, it's like, and then you got your higher end where most of them, it's not worth the juice that's in the bottle, but
So this
you got 80 and 90 and 100 and
right. This circles back to my point of, is my price point appropriate
Right.
for where I'm sitting on the shelf and who I'm sitting next to?
No.
You say no?
you want my opinion?
Elaborate.
I think you are underselling yourself.
Yep.
And here's why.
I
want. Tell me, every one you tried today, is it not approachable?
Yep, and they're all
On
good.
Fizzy Ball? Is the price point not an approachable price point before you trying it before you buy it?
Yeah. However, all the juice is worth, in my opinion, at least 60 a bottle.
And you know what?
It's what I would pay
That's where
because that's how good it is.
I appreciate it. My cutoff, my personal cutoff, if I haven't tried it, I'm not spending
50.
over
Yeah.
$60.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Whereas the double age oak.
So
is
when I'm looking
way
at this
more
and I'm
than
like, all right,
that.
I'm doing batch blends. First off, I want the taste to be approachable.
Correct.
I want a barrel proof that you're like, whoa, shit, that's 116 proof? That's 117 proof?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm getting it for how much?
And, and it's $50? Hell yeah.
If
Sold.
it's shit,
And I
oh
know-
well, it.
And you know what this is? This is being very strategic with sales and marketing.
Yeah.
And in most companies, you'll notice that sales and marketing fight with each other.
Yes.
Okay? Well,
You're both. So
I'm
it
both.
doesn't matter.
I'm both, so I find a way to
Coexist
make
with both.
the marketing support my sales team. Make my sales team give marketing ideas.
It's
I love this because
It's
everybody's
fantastic.
pal's different. Everybody's pal's
Yeah.
different.
I'm a maple guy, so maple's my favorite. So.
yeah.
I will be honest, when you text messaged me
Mm-hmm.
and you sent me that link, I was like,
Do I hit it? Do I not hit it? What am I gonna do?
I'm not hitting this fucking
Yeah,
link.
I don't blame you.
folks. And I looked at everyone and I
We
was
actually
like, okay.
recorded it, and I was like, I'm gonna send it just as a video. But it was like it was too long to send it. I was like, do I want to cut it down? I don't really want to cut it down. We'll post it and see what happens. If he answers back, cool. If not,
And
no hair off my ass.
So like I went through and I went through all the channels, looked at everything, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna click the link, and I clicked the link, and it walked, and it's like a bourbon dad, and I'm like, fuck yeah!
All right.
So
Hey, it's a bourbon dad. Look who it is. It's the guys from Crack Skull Podcast.
-1.
-1. We actually have 3 guys. It's only 2 of us here today. I reached out to you to come down and take a tour of Echo there. Let me know when you're free. We record every other Saturday. We got some time, maybe next weekend. Next time we get together, we might have some time. We can. swing down
Yeah,
there.
I think next time we're pretty open, but I know that February is a little rough for
we got
us.
we're trying maybe to get into the Xenia Fest that's coming up and the Xenia Bourbon Fest on the 8th.
Yeah.
So let us know, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks, buddy.
Back here
Like,
Monday.
What you
Yeah.
see out in the stores right now with those 3, when those sell out, they're gone. They're done.
That's it.
Oh, damn.
There's nothing else.
Gotcha.
It's think about Booker's
Bookers is
Speaking
good.
So-
of Bookers,
or Elijah Craig's.
Yeah.
Okay. I literally took a page from those books, and the Engineer series is taking a page from Penelope. Penelope has the Architect series.
Yeah.
Architects were really good.
Okay. And so one of the guys at Penelope, his dad's an architect, and that's where they got the name. Okay.
Gotcha.
Nikhil, our master distiller, was an engineer.
Makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I took a page from, and I'm not gonna lie about it, I took a page from Penelope. I told Penelope about it when I did the Penelope Project X at McClellan's a couple nights ago.
Mhm.
I was sitting there and I was talking with one of the owners, and I was like, yeah, I literally took a page from your book with our Engineer series from your Architect series, and here's why.
So if I could ever start a distillery, I'm gonna have a shit series.
Just have like fucking Jack Daniels and.
Jesus.
When we go off camera, I'll tell you about something.
No, wait, hold on. We can...
Ready to hear something crazy?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, you recording?
We went to
Yeah,
the
it's
same
fine.
high school.
You guys?
Yeah.
Same here.
You're apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Acclimating the nose. That is so apple forward. On that
What is
first
that?
barrel.
What are they trying?
On that first
So
one.
I let him try 25A.
That is apple forward.
So now he's going through the individual barrels
Okay.
that created 23A.
Yep. That is apple forward as hell. Here, smell that one first.
Okay, so that's gonna pick up the sweetness.
Hold on.
I don't even know.
They have like
which
green
of
apple.
those were
Yeah.
part of it.
Okay.
It's like
Here,
a Granny
tells you right
Smith
there.
apple.
Alright, so this is our control. That is what's in there. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Okay.
Oh, well, I
Without
went,
tasting any of it.
She was
I went
She's
through it
probably
with
drank
it.
most
she
of
was,
these.
she sat down with me at home and
That's
Oh,
the-
yeah.
went with me to create this batch. Again, back to how women are
Right.
Mm-hmm.
with their palates and everything.
Oh yeah, you whiskey bros, girls are better at tasting and smelling whiskey than we are.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Went to the tinderbox one time. There was some chick sitting there smoking a cigar. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
top.
You know, I wouldn't be in this industry if it wasn't for a few females.
Yeah.
I think any dude that'd be like, oh, dudes are better at this than girls. Shut the fuck up.
Considering the story you told us earlier about that, yeah, I totally understand.
Girls are better than us in most things, dude.
Okay, that's interesting.
I cheers to that.
Plus, for some reason, they let us touch their butts. So shut up.
You always go back to that.
Well, you gotta buy them tacos first.
I'm a butt. That's true. Or make them pasta. My wife's weakness was pasta.
Mmm.
I made my wife laugh.
Spaghetti with bananas.
His wife is Puerto Rican and Jamaican.
Mm.
Double dose of fucking crazy. I love it.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I'm Colombian.
Our kids are
Yeah.
super fucked up. They're Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Italian, Irish, and German.
Oh, feisty motherfucker.
Yeah.
Alright,
Light
that is
skin,
super weird.
Green eyes, curly black hair, fucking just
On the
just
nose, these two
fucking
are almost
Are
identical.
adorable.
hooligans.
Isn't it wild though?
That is crazy that
Sorry,
those three gave
I'm
us
nerding
that.
the fuck out right now. I'm nerding the fuck out.
You
Like,
geeking
that's
out.
crazy.
But and this is the thing about, and this is one of the things I enjoy showing is because people are like, oh, they just buy shit, they blend it together.
No.
They're sourcing it.
There's so much science behind it.
Yeah.
Did it end up being an equal part of three?
Oh, thank
It was crazy when we were blending it. Like when I
Okay.
started doing it with him,
Uh-huh.
we
Ooh,
would do
that's
like
good.
2, and we'd be like, oh, this is not good, and
Right.
then you would like half of one. And, like to me, that was fascinating. I'm like, how is this? It changes it so much. Like, I had a little, because I'm type A, so I had a little sheet with like, marking the
Right.
the
Okay.
of each and like what we liked, what we didn't like, and yeah, it was cool.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a cool experience.
So they're both the same year.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
so I don't
That's
have to worry about
earthy.
that.
That's smoky.
No,
That's what I got.
18 is not smoky.
That's what I got.
Everybody's palate's different.
No, on the nose.
Well, no, I'm not talking on the nose. I'm talking on the tongue.
This is the thing. When you are sitting down and you're doing these blends,
Mhm.
you can't talk about these things.
Yeah.
You have to keep it to yourself. What would you like? Huh?
Trail mix.
Okay, there is something about.
I actually
that
think
first
my
one.
wife would like that trail mix, and she is not a
Yeah.
whiskey girl.
But that's the thing. Like,
That first one, I'm getting such a raisin bomb off of that.
once you go through all three of these individually, you kind of understand.
Dude, no, that is raisin and oat.
Ooh.
100% raisin and oat.
But that's the crazy thing about people's palates is all of our palates are different.
I mean roasted peanuts.
Yeah.
100%.
See, I didn't get roasted peanuts at
On this
all.
one?
The trail mix, like
Yeah.
the actual mix.
All right, on the nose, the first one. I'm getting almost like a oatmeal raisin cookie. Just on the nose. I haven't tasted it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It tastes great too. It's
Yeah.
real sweet.
Yeah, or am I
It's
just
fragrant.
No,
Going
yeah,
insane on
no,
that one?
for sure.
Yeah.
That is straight up oatmeal raisin cookie.
Yeah. It's sweet, fragrant.
With a little hint of chocolate.
I could get
You know
that.
what's crazy though?
You know you want to
I'm
smell
getting
it.
like a little bit of the cinnamon.
That's very raisin forward.
Yes.
And there is
This?
vanilla
Yeah.
Like
in it.
not.
I think that's from this one. Because I got cinnamon from the middle.
And it feels like that there is the sweetness comes out of the first one.
So, if she got mayonnaise on that sandwich, you know she's wrong, right?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why?
I hate mayonnaise.
No shit.
I knew there was something behind it.
Yeah.
I despise mayonnaise on it's
So what do you put on your sandwich?
mustard like a normal human.
Oh, I like mustard too, but like, what? There's nothing better than
I
like
think-
a fresh tomato sandwich with just mayo and
No,
tomato.
I
Oh.
disagree. I think it's mostly because
Again,
of trauma.
I disagree.
Sandwiches are like whiskey.
So like
Yeah.
It all depends on your palate.
my parents when when we were raising up is if you don't like something you never have to try it again. But
Right.
You have to try it one
Right,
time.
yeah.
Okay, I understand.
So I never really
On this
cared
one,
for
you only
mayonnaise,
got
so my
16
parents didn't make
gallons.
me eat it because I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Well, as a punishment, my cousin
That
who
makes more
babysat us
sense
used to
to me now.
force feed me spoonfuls of mayonnaise as a punishment.
Okay, that's
There
not
is
okay.
so
No.
many
What?
It's
Okay, that makes
abuse.
sense.
similarities
It's definitely
between
abuse.
these two.
That makes
And
sense.
now, as a
Yeah.
39-year-old father of an 18-year-old and
Smells
15-year-old, I'm like,
fantastic between the
I could never do that to my
It's
children.
so close.
Or any human being for that matter, because it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's gross. Mm.
And now I just talk shit
I
on
understand.
everybody
What's
about
the charge on your phone?
mayonnaise.
The last thing that I had to think about was how do I get rid of 3 barrels completely?
So you only had 3 barrels total to play with.
No, so I had the other box that I had this. Like, that's the rest of the barrels.
Decent.
But,
How well did they play together?
that's the thing. These played the best together out of everything. So,
This
alright,
is the final.
how do I take all 3 of these barrels? What is the best percentage out of this? Because these are the 3 that play best together. How do I make sure that when I do this batch one, I have enough product to send out, and it absolutely ends those 3 barrels, and I
Right.
can get some more.
Right.
It sucks that you only had 16 gallons.
It really does. Trust me. It really
That is what fucked you.
Mhm.
Because this one, phenomenal.
But
If you had more than 16 gallons, if you had a true
third
55
bottle.
gallon,
53.
53,
Yeah.
that would have been a perfect fucking barrel select. You want to track it right ahead.
This one actually went. The reason we only had 16 gallons left is because it went as a barrel bank.
Legitimate. Like, that is fantastic.
Part of that one is a barrel bank.
Hey, sir, how are you?
That is fantastic.
When's your birthday again? It's in November, right?
Yeah.
November.
I understand bringing the appleness forward. It's almost like an apple brain.
27. Okay.
It's very, very close.
I put it on my phone the other day.
Because of
and I put
sweetness
as
to it?
26, so it's close.
And you almost get a. This is where you get most of the nut.
So what? Yeah, honestly, what you're describing is a in a perfect world scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, you also get nut out of this one. So these two complement each other really well. This one, though,
It's fun, though. Like
all around.
Some of the
fantastic.
barrels you think would go together well,
Yeah.
don't.
I'm struggling on this one. I really am.
Don't stop. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, between these three barrels to make up that, it's fantastic.
The man has a good taste. Has a good palate. Just getting rye too out of this one.
Oh, you get so much oatiness out of this one.
Get that peppery smell to it.
I get roast beef.
Well, you're
I
eating
wonder
roast
why.
beef.
As he's eating roast beef.
It smells great.
I don't. Okay, I understand why you split the difference on these two. Because it feels like you said, fuck it. In the best way possible. Like, fuck it, I can't split hairs on this.
Sometimes you have to.
Because the nose on both are fantastic.
You should mix all three together and just drink it.
All three of these could have been a single barrel release.
Yeah,
work.
they could have. They work?
I'm not lying.
I know. Like,
Because this first one, that raisin oatmeal, 100%.
how many gallons?
And you even get the mouthfeel. It said full.
I think that's pull Tony away. He
Uh,
wants to talk with you all day. So.
baby.
Wes, I appreciate all the hospitality, sir. Really,
Absolutely.
very
Yeah.
much so.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Doing great shit.
Even that mouthfeel is fantastic.
Marcy, it's really nice meeting you.
Very nice to meet you
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
I'm with you. That's what got me.
Hell yeah.
Before I started working here.
See, I was spoiled by him
Yeah.
because my first rye was Angel's Envy.
Yeah, I screwed him
Yeah,
up.
that's all.
I screwed him up. So,
That's so.
Well,
It's
to be
so
fair, that's
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, so that was my first
A lot of
rye
spearmint.
whiskey.
It's a
And-
dessert whiskey.
yeah, it is.
Hey, Wes, can I
that
go
one-
ahead and prepay for a bottle of the new stuff?
Nope.
Positive?
Come back tomorrow.
100% positive.
Monday. Yeah.
Denied.
Down,